think most cooks at some point in their career say, you know, it's fun doing it for other people. And for a long time, I was okay to collect a paycheck. But then it becomes, you never really just collect a paycheck, because what we do, if you want to get rich, maybe go do something else. So it's more about passion. It was a real important for me to go out and do it on my own. I had cancer 4 years ago. I had funding from you guys. Then I was told I had cancer. I was out of work for a year, and then this other great C word happened called COVID. I lost my funding, and there was a point of myself in a wheelchair, and I didn't know if I'd ever get a shot to do this or not. And I had a thing called regret at 40 years old, like real regret. And I remember telling my wife, like, when I do get back on my feet, I'm gonna make this happen. Cindy was around. I kind of reconnected with her, and things worked out. I don't know really how else to explain it, but I'm here, healthy for today, and you know, it's it dawned on me that if I ever wanted to do what I wanted to do within the four walls that I worked in, I had to sign the front of the checks and not the back of the checks. So I opted to go ahead and sign the front of the checks. I've been very fortunate to have good people around me, and I think that if you treat people well, then normally they'll hang out, you know? I think it's about taking people's strengths and working with them like a little piece of coal, and then you end up with this awesome diamond. I mean, that's my recipe to it. There's one back there that used to watch my dogs, and now he's babysitting my kids. So you must say I trust him, you know? But I mean, that's really it. I'm only as good as they are, and without them, this boat doesn't move. I tell the story of no. Part of going to you guys before I could go there was I had to get a letter of declination, maybe like 3 letters of declination. I needed people to tell me no. So it started with, can I get some money? And they told me no. And I went to another banker and I was like, hey, listen, I really know what I'm doing. Can I get some money? And they said no. You guys said yes. And that was a very big part of getting me started here. Is, you know, I felt like since I was 15, I've done this from the ground up. I've had numerous years of doing it for other people, the very, very proven track record over time. But you know what? As a banker, none of that really matters. It's black and it's white. It's a numbers game. And what I do, unfortunately, there's not a very high success rate in it. There isn't. I can tell you that the bottom line, it's hard to get anything to go to the bottom line in this game. So you better know what you're doing. And I get why people are very leery to loan other people money to begin with. But you guys are crazy enough to give this guy a little bit of dough. And we made it happen, man. I've been through cancer, and I would say the cancer was definitely stress, and then maybe not closely bonded. Down here somewhere, as the second most stress in my life would be opening this place. And you know, to have people like Charlie, Cindy, to be able to be there and pick up the phone and say, hey, I need something, and for them to not make it hard for me is, it's huge. I mean, it really is. And yeah, thank you for saying yes.